On to you Geminis out there. Hope y'all are having a great day. So you have the Page of Swords, Nine of Swords, and you have the Four of Pentacles, right? This is for you Geminis. The Page of Swords represents our own undoing, right? Or someone looking for our undoing. But in this particular deck, it represents our own undoing, okay? And then you have the Nine of Swords. A lot of you Geminis have to learn to get over, like you're overthinking about what if certain people come back, right? What if certain people that you used to have some sort of love interest in comes back? If they come back, it's easy. You Geminis just stay away from them. If they're trying to come back, stay away from them. If they try to come back, tell them to leave you alone. There's things that you could most definitely do, like I talked about. But what I'm seeing here is that this person, what'd you say? Yeah. But what it is I'm seeing is that you are just overthinking about the situation. And because of the fact that you're overthinking about it, you Geminis just have to make sure to not get paranoid with, whether or not the person is going to come back or what's going on with them and stuff like this. You Geminis, the Four of Pentacles, you have to start taking care of yourselves. Take care of yourselves. Figure your own selves out, what y'all are going to do. And don't worry about trying to figure out if the ex is going to come back, because you Geminis need to be looking forward. What is going to happen for you Geminis that's going to be great? A lot of y'all are thinking about the past right now a little bit, because a lot of you Geminis are not really putting in long-term plans like that. Like, okay, where do you want to see yourself in the next 10 years? I plan on seeing myself, for instance, in a much more better financial position because of the things that I'm doing right now. So as a result, the Emperor, and I'm never retiring. So the Emperor and the Hermit now represents how, because of this, because of the fact that you don't have any kind of real long-term goals, the Emperor and the Hermit represents, well, you have to go internally and figure out some. Because the Emperor represents a person who has a mind on them, is in a position of power, has patience, right? All the qualities of royalty. So you Geminis right now, you have to start having some of these things. Not saying that you don't, but what I am saying is that you're thinking too short term is what I'm saying. And that you Geminis really do have to start thinking about things long term as opposed to short term. The Hermit right here really is a reminder of how you create that long-term goal for yourself is by going inward. That's my dog down there. It's by going inward. A lot of you are in a position where, you Geminis have to really start understanding what it is that you really want. Because I'm gonna keep it a buck with y'all. That's air signs in general have this problem. Y'all allow y'all friends to be y'all distractions a little bit too much, and that's a problem, because y'all allow friends to sidetrack y'all, give y'all all kind of side missions. And because you have all these side missions, sometimes, right, y'all will get to where it is that y'all want to go faster if y'all stop messing around with all these side missions, all these other things that, people want from you and all this other type of stuff, right? And now the Eight of Cups now represents, so a lot of you Geminis, that's good. So a lot of you Geminis, I just got confirmation from this card. A lot of you are a lot more of you Geminis will be walking away from probably a lot more so-called friends and family and romantic connections in the future, because a lot of you Geminis see this as something wrong. A lot of you Geminis are like, hey, in the spirit of being able to look out for yourself, you Geminis can't be caught up with other people's side missions like I was talking about. Can't be caught up with other people's side missions. Can't. And I see that a lot of you Geminis realize this yourselves. So a lot of you are walking away from, like I said, what I call side missions, right? Like in a video game, because I'm a video gamer, but like in a video game, how it is that, you know, in certain video games you'll have all these side quests and all these side missions and stuff like this that you can essentially do, and they're not necessarily conducive towards defeating or beating the game, right? Or winning the game, but it's things that you can do, you know, so that it doesn't seem like the game starts to get boring for you, right? But a lot of you Geminis are realizing that that's not necessary. Having all these side missions don't necessarily help you out all the time. You know, this is what it is I be talking about. A lot of you Geminis be wanting to have, a lot of you Geminis be wanting to bring your whole family along with you for the ride, where your family members are there for you in your biggest triumphs, right? And that sometimes end up being a problem for you, because you Geminis sometimes have a hard time letting go, especially of family members, because you don't understand that family members, right? Sometimes they too can be the ones holding you back. Sometimes they may not even necessarily be intentionally holding you back, but just based upon their habits, it still ends up holding you back. So the Seven of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles now is about you, you know, so because if you're looking for that level of that level of quality that it is that you Geminis are looking for, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. Y'all know I don't do any kind of sugarcoating. Y'all are gonna have to get over, y'all are gonna have to get rid of the old in order to allow the new to come into your life. And what I mean by that is, you know, you gotta cut your connections to all ghetto fabulous people. That's essentially what it is that I did. You know, when I was, you know, I wasn't saying that I'm gonna be around, you know, hardcore, whatever the case may be. But like when I was doing my thing, and, you know, I had my time where it is that I was, you know, kind of getting myself more familiar with the streets and how certain things were or whatever, right? I kept my hands clean. And the thing is that not only did I keep my hands clean, right, but I wasn't really hanging out with anybody that really was on some nonsense themselves that deep, right? It was just a bunch of tokers, right? If you know what I mean, tokers. But, you know, and even if individuals did do whatever it is that they did, for sure they wouldn't come around me with that nonsense, because I'm not into that. I would, you know what I mean? Like, they know. I would tell them, don't tell me anything. But anyway, right? When I started doing this tarot reading business here on YouTube, trying to expand it, by the way, right? And I started writing, I was writing my books. I stopped talking to pretty much, when I saw that this thing is real, people were willing to actually get readings from me, I threw all of that stuff out, because at that time I wasn't even getting along with people that I know from the streets anyway. I mean, or the people who you know, who were connected in that way, where they showed me all the, I ain't even gonna get into it, but I'm not even, because that's not what this thing is about. But it is in that sense, where it's like, what this thing is about is from getting away from terrible influences and making sure that, you know, you start really do hanging out with the correct people, and to not do anything that, you know, will get you in hot water or any of that type stuff. Like me, I was just token, and token, right? Like token wasn't even for a long period of time. It literally was like a couple of months, right? On and off. And then I got to a point where I decided to stop token, right? If you know what I mean. But the point is that I literally cut everybody off who was hood, who was gangster, still to this day, right? Like when I go outside, people will tell me that they haven't seen me in a long time, that I know from the neighborhood. And I'm just like, and literally, like, who I was back then compared to who it is that I am now and who it is, the Kareem that they knew. I'm not the same person. I'm not. I'm not. I'm really not, because I'm almost like feral to these people, right? In the sense of like, not feral like a savage, or like feral like I'm gonna do like run a drill or some stupid stuff like that. I mean like feral in the sense of like like the streets is so like alien to me. I leave my house. I'm doing the same stuff that I used to do when I was like 11, 12. I leave the house, go do what it is I need to do, bounce. The days that y'all don't see me on here, that's what it is that I be doing. I be living my life, going outside, hanging out, chilling by myself with my dog, right? Or, meaning either by myself or with my dog, chilling, doing what it is that I'm, what I'm saying, doing what it is that I'm doing, living my life. To the point, like I said before, to the point where people are like, hey, I haven't seen you in a long time. It's like, yeah, and the thing is, you're not going to see me in a very long time. You know why? Living my life. Living my life. So then you have the Wheel of Fortune and the Ace of Wands. When you get out of that rat race, that's when you Geminis understand now, as you are getting out of it, you Geminis are going to look back at this a year from now in 2025. And a lot of you Geminis are going to be, y'all are going to look back at this. And a lot of y'all are going to be like, what in the world were y'all even into? And a lot of you Geminis are going to see what it is that I'm talking about. Y'all going to look at this and y'all going to be like, yo, this is stupid. And you're right. Getting caught up with all the wrong people is stupid, because at the end of the day, there's a lot of leverage that I have being an honest businessman. I get to go anywhere that I want to, as long as I have the money, of course. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like when I was like gangster or whatever the case may be, or like, I was never gangster, but like a little bit more hood, police was looking at me crazy. Now, I still don't trust the police, but the point is that now the police, they see me, and sometimes they still give me the look, but then they see me, and then they see that how I'm dressed, because I don't dress like gangsters, right, or a gangster, and then they just turn their face and they just go somewhere else. And I'm just like, you know what I mean? Like, like it really is quite wild. I go wherever it is that I want to. I just do my own thing. So let's clarify the Ace of Wands, Three of Cups, Four of Pentacles, the King of Cups, the Hanged Man, and then you Geminis have the Page of Swords to clarify the Ace of Wands. The Three of Cups and the Four of Pentacles, and other people are going to see it too in 2025 moving forward. How it is that you Geminis literally had the right idea and you did the right thing for yourself. They're going to come, you're going to see a lot of people that didn't go with you when you first decided to exit that type of dysfunctional lifestyle that they know you for. You're going to start to see more and more people come following you, basically, because you Geminis are the ones that led the way out of the dysfunction. And the King of Cups and the Hanged Man represents all it's going to do is just take time. And the Page of Swords is about, and anyone who can't, like anyone who can't adjust to this lifestyle, just cut them off. That's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. There's a link in the comment section below called a Linktree link. Click on it. It will redirect you to a website where there's all the ways to get a personal reading from me.